Lovely as a flower, but this princess has a secret power. When Catra comes near her, a leaf overboard and she feels princess of power.
Hello, my fellow Ethereans. This is Mike Jenkins again. I will be doing a video on Castaspella that'll be coming this weekend. But in the interim, I wanted to do a quick little rant about the blue. Where did the blue go in the Princess of Power toy line? In the cartoon series, there was a lot of blue in the characters, particularly the first wave of characters in 1985. Bo pretty much retained his blue from the toy line to the cartoon series. He didn't change that much. But characters like Glimmer, Angela, Castaspella, Frosta, and even Double Trouble, and I almost forgot about Swiftwind, all those characters from their prototype stage featured a lot of blue in their design. The prototypes that we saw had blue in them, but at some point in the development of the toy line, the blues were dropped from those characters' color schemes. Again, Bo, for example, pretty much retained his look from the prototype stage all the way through to the final character or the final toy. Glimmer, on the other hand, she lost her blue. So any of the blue that you see in the Glimmer character on the cartoon series was summarily dropped. Her prototype pretty much looked the same. So it had the silver and the light purple orchid color scheme. But somewhere along the line, she got blue dropped into her color scheme for the cartoon series. Angela, as well, looks the same from the prototype stage through to the final toy release. But at some point, and for some reason, there was blue put into her character's color scheme for the cartoon series. So Angela had the pink bodice, the pink boots, but she had blue leggings, similar to her daughter, Glimmer. Castaspella's prototype pretty much looks like her cartoon counterpart, but somewhere along the line, the blue got dropped from her color scheme and was essentially replaced with orange. Frosta, being the Empress of Ice, retained the blue, but the blues themselves took on a lighter cast, more like a sky blue or a powder blue. And even though Double Trouble did not appear in the cartoon series, I did put her up here because her prototype had a color scheme very similar, interestingly enough, to Glimmer in the cartoon series. Double Trouble's prototype color scheme was purple and blue, pretty much like Glimmer's. But again, somewhere along the line, her color scheme was changed and the blues were totally dropped from her toy design. Swiftwind started off with the blues, the pinks, and the golds, which went on into the cartoon series, and he was a white horse, but at some point the toys were switched for the colors were switched for the toy line, and he went on to take on more of a pink hue. The blues were dropped, and there was that discrepancy between the toy and the toon. Why did this happen? Well, we can surmise from interviews and discussions with people that worked on the toy line that testing groups composed of little girls and parents played with these prototypes, played with early Princess of Power sculpts, and it was decided, based on the feedback from those test groups, that blue just shouldn't be a major part of the toy line. So anywhere there was blue, there was a decision made. So in the case of Bo, since he was a boy, it made sense to keep his blue colors. In the case of Glimmer, it made sense to possibly to replace that blue with silver. With Angela, the blue was taken out totally. With Castaspella, the blue was taken out totally and replaced with orange. Frosta had the blues toned down to a light sky blue, and the blues were then totally removed from Double Trouble, and of course the blues were totally removed from Swiftwind. All of this because of testing feedback from the little girls and the parents that previewed this upcoming toy line for the girls' market. So there you have it. The blues were removed. Some people like that. Some people are okay with it. Some people aren't. And so when we came to the new toy line and Masters of the Universe Classics, most of the figures that were released retained their blue color schemes from the cartoon series. Some people are happy with that. Some people aren't. Let me know what you think. Do you think that the blues should have been kept? Are you okay with the colors of the vintage Princess of Power toy line? Write it down below in the comments. And until this weekend, ta-ta for now.